Trading futures in the night, so cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. Daily bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings spinning on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Treading roll, the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, you guys? No time for even intros in the morning. We got to jump into this. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. I'm late. Real life bullshit. You know how the drill goes. Logged into everything here. All right. Oh shoot, I forgot to do this. Yo, what is going on with my platform here? Man, I don't even know what to say. Come on, load up. That is so weird. Okay, there we go. And we like my shit is glitching out. What the heck? Okay, there we go. This is like the weirdest thing, dude. All right. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Just. What is going on with the freaking platform? Well, probably best I'm not trading anything. Y'all see this? Okay, no data. Okay. Thank you. You know, let's load it up from there. That might be something different. Our resilience is positive. We're at the open. S&P and Nasdaq are good there. We do have some liquidity pocket plays at the bottom here. Let me save my layout here. Save layout. Save layout. And let me refresh. That's good. Future should load up now. Is it just me, or is anyone else having the issue with futures? Oh my word. Yeah, I've been like messing with this. Freak. All right, hold on, guys. Let me reload everything. Okay. Is that showing up? That's good. I got some major platform glitch going on here. Okay, at least maybe it's gonna keep me from trading today. Maybe that's a good sign. There we go. All right, we're back. Hey guys, something like major glitch for a minute there. That was so weird. Oh, at least it's keeping me out of the trade. Okay. Y'all want iDoc to learn how to trade? You guys? He's gonna sit here and learn how to trade with us today. Kind of glad that I haven't done anything yet. This is maybe my saving grace. All right, so we got liquidity pockets under the bottom bull zone. Hold on. Okay, I'll hit the bull zone a little bit. Maybe that's a good thing that everything glitched out for a minute there. Sorry about this, you guys. All right, here. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I was up like so late last night. I got like 1 hour of sleep. I was up at like 4 in the morning. Working. How is NASDAQ pulling back so quick and an S&P barely moving? Okay, good. We got lower DD band, which is great. Perfect. I got to play off of that. 26030. I'm up about 25 G's. I made my very first ish gold trade ever. First ish gold trade. Grab that lower pocket.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm gonna grab the dip here in one of my fund and next accounts. Hey, pickle. It's crashing out, but let's grab this pocket. That's a pretty brutal red candle today. All right, so I'm just gonna hold for maybe 40 points of overshoot today if we get it. I grabbed I'm grabbing some. So on the reclaim, hopefully we'll grab that reclaim and get it. I don't want to be holding a fallen knife all day today though. I'm grabbing that lower DD band to play, at least for liquidity pocket. Let's see if it holds. You want how to trade with me? Lower pocket DD band, DD ratio greater than half. Nice little long play here.
Order filled.
All right, we're gonna grab some play off of this. And just 15 contracts at the bottom here, at least for the first pocket. That's a pretty solid fall here. Hopefully we can hold from here to here. Oh, at the 40-point stop, at least 1-to-1. If I hold a runner on there, I can return back to that. Keep saving this line after I deleted it. That was a pretty brutal little candle there. Maybe it's a good sign that I hang on for the pocket. So last night I made my first ish gold trade ever. I think I might have traded gold one point at one time in my life. One time, not in recent memory that I ever actively trade gold. Like saying like this is my first, probably my first gold trade ever, if I remember. And I was up like maybe 8,000 bucks. Now let's focus on this one real quick, and then I'll give you guys the story in a little bit. Trying to grab the dip right here at the bear zone, top liquidity pocket. Pretty sure what's pulling back a little bit this morning, other than it's like initial reaction off of yesterday. So hopefully I don't give back everything yesterday. Come on, hang on to that. That'd be nice for a recovery there. There's extra reaction to FOMC stuff. Jobless claims came in flat-ish. Okay, nothing crazy there. Wait, what happened with oh, ES at 7,000 again? Jesus, oh my god, I'm giving back almost everything I made. What the hell? Come on, market, don't crash today. That's a pretty gnarly little move there. Okie dokie. 030 to, so this is about where I would stop. So let me just hang on to this just a little bit. Hold through here. I'll give myself this much to stop. Sorry about being behind this morning. Okay, so what's going on in the news today? What am I missing? Somebody fill me in. Guys, hit up, don't forget to hit the like button and chat. I know I'm so far behind. Got a lot going on. Microsoft collapsed? Wait, what happened with Microsoft? Just after earnings? Jesus. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of that one. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I'll grab it on the reclaim. Other than that, I'm going to sit out. Hear this. Let's wait on that. No clue what's going on there. Brutal. All right. Well, see you at the bottom, market. That's why I got to be here in the morning. Let me see what other longer term pivots we have. So that was my one try to take a play at a liquidity pocket D-band, and we broke out of it. Market's irrational now. Nothing to do. Small trades only. Wait on that. Yeah, I can get back. That better safe than sorry though. Boo. Oh, we'll get something back. There's another play. S&P has lower DD band down in here, so we'll check where Microsoft went. And we'll try this again. Get the reclaim. I'll jump back in on it. Man, that was kind of nuts. Didn't expect that to happen. So last night, basically, I got in on that short. Sorry, on gold. I got on a short on gold actually for a little bit. And got a quickie little gold collapse just to play because I was like, it looks like it's hovering at a retracement. And then on gold, I bought in S&P, I bought the MHP. So that was the overnight dynamic, which was there. This was just, that's a little brutal sell there. All right, let's double check. We said Microsoft is dumping after earnings. This could be our sign. The trueness of the market. That was worth a grab though. Microsoft is selling up just a little heavier. Okay. So today, that's the play. So when you're outside of BD bands, market's irrational, so nothing to do here. Gonna wait. Back above here is a play to take, but stop out, better safe than sorry on that one. Get that reclaim at that DD band, I'll have to jump right back in on the long side. Little nuts on that overshoot there. Let's wait and let it develop. It was better safe than sorry to get out of the way of that one. Old Dave, the knife catcher's anonymous over here. We'll check the VIX liquidity map really quickly. I'm glad the platform kind of bugged out a little bit at first. Somehow it wasn't loading my futures data. I think it was just some kind of like internet hiccup. I think my connection issues are like back to what they normally are. I think that was happening. I was having like a connection burp for a minute there. Can I get back into this? Right at my stop loss here. So again, I'm going to play just that this was an overshoot and then play that we get back above here. And then I'll dive in pretty heavier on the other side of that. Dude, I've learned with take profit, like I know take profit is daily payout, but it's not really daily payout. It's daily payout a day after you do it. I feel like it's like a 24-hour delay. Do y'all notice this, or is it just me? Like with take profit, like whenever something happens, the balances don't even update for like 24/7. Yeah, I just put in 5, something small here. Right at my stop at 80, which is kind of where I want to, or 60. It's kind of where I want to maybe start building a small piece. That's it. Let's hang on to that NASDAQ. Don't die today. Man, I'm gonna tell you, at least I didn't grab at the open. That would have been a little more devastating. You know what I'm saying with like take profit? The update at midnight. So their new day is an actual calendar day. Is that what it is, huh? See, that's the thing that was throwing me off. Like yesterday, I was like, okay, let me log in and see what it's like to get, check out my first. I haven't taken a payout. I was like, let me go ahead and take a payout just to see what it's like. It's like 5, 6, 7 o'clock. I'm looking at it like nothing's updating. Okay, Microsoft, feel free to just die today. So we'll check NVIDIA as well. That range. NVIDIA's good. Arbitrage is positive, which is like why I'm like, okay, let me maybe try something. But I don't have a pivot to trade off of right now. S&P still has some room to fall. Maybe catching like a fallen knife situation here. That's pretty brutal on the Microsoft front. What about Meta? MHC Rick on Meta too. Huge over response to FOMC and earnings from yesterday. All right. Hang in there at 9 o'clock. And then like the 9 o'clock bump. I love, so my goal is to see if, now really, like if we're above here, I'm back into that heavy position from there. And here, I want to kind of bet that we stay above the 25.9 and stay in the 26 level. This is that key, obviously that key pivot. We were at 26, and that 26.110, that was that big resistance from yesterday. So my goal is, can we get above there? Although I don't have a lot to trade off of here. We'd have the arbitrage looking great, so it could be one of those characteristics. I'm just, again, my second attempt is to do something small, and it's just going to be a straight like about 980 or 880 or so, basically right underneath here. I'm going to see if we hook off this yellow. If we lose yellow, market crashes, then we're dead. But I'll try one more time. And I gave back just about everything plus a little bit. It sucks. We should pray. An option. It's at midnight when they update it, right? Let's see if we can't hopefully hook above this by today. Got no evidence that it's going to bounce other than our ARB indicator looks pretty okay. That the market overshot some key pivots without even hesitating. Let's get back above there. Maybe crashing out pre-market leading up to some major earnings. I don't know. And Apple today. Let's double check what Apple's doing. I haven't even touched this in my profits yet. I'm engaging in the same trade right now in one other account. That's it. Probably not the best to do, but basically bet that we hold about this 892 level. Very rarely am I going to pivot off of yellow line as a long. We don't teach these as entry signals, but with things like this, look at the way that it is. It's very possible we get a strong snapback like we did a second ago, then we get another one. As soon as ARB goes to 0, though, I'll probably bail out of this. We'll see. I just want to be in something. Pretty brutal fall. But last thing I want to do is be like bag holding if the market's crashing out. MHP much farther below, which I don't like as well. It's about 80 more points, which I could come out extremely brutal. Microsoft is stalling just a little bit this 430 level. Complete overshoot of MHP today. At least I try to make a stab at it at the right spot. Upside down in a crazy market crash. Alrighty. That candle is pretty gross. I probably should just stay away from this today. Let's do, it's kind of like, I should probably wait for the reclaim. Could be a bigger sell update today. Yeah, could be. MHP is like the last play. Let me close out and hit MHP in a second. Wait, S&P. Wow, this is tough. Okay, so now it's the same thing in reverse on S&P though. Pocket. Probably, that's like I said, it's probably going to bounce. Keep it light. Ooh, that hourly candle is gross. Look at that. 778 retrace. Those of you, if y'all were shorting last night, y'all paid the bills. That was pretty gnarly. So we'll see what happens at 820. Let's simmer down there. I'll take one more attempt on this. Every time I hit 300K, we sell off. Yeah, I know, right? Market freaking hates me today. S&P bull zone bottom. Get a little bit of that today. Let's hit it right here at the pocket. Let's let the velocity sort of like hit that overshoot. We'll see what happens. VIX is still pushing higher. Oh, just an unfortunate day today. One more attempt. Try this again. That half reclaim there. Crash through that. All right. Last one. Come on. Push. Push. Maybe I'll do like. Behave now. Last attempt at this. Come on in there. Come on. Hang on to that DD band. S&P. Push it. Come on. The recovery off of this would be fantastic. Like this, if this just turns into something that just makes its way higher, that'd be fantastic. This is tough though. It's really bleeding. You hit that. We also have a red line at 778. One more time. Hang in there. It'll be like we're so crazy. We like be the start of like a bear freaking market. Come on, you know you want to retrace because we had Apple earnings today. Apple earnings. So crashy. Last stab at this. All right, let me go ahead and trim that down. Pocket play there. Bruh. Back up there. Get back up there. Get back up there. Dude, which market just melting today? All right. Hang on for just a little bit longer and I'm gonna trim it and then we can call this crap for today. Hang on in there. Come on. All right, looking solid. $57. Okay, hit that MHP and hold. MHP res is like -60 though. That's crazy with all the stocks fucking dying there. That's insane. Blah, 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 blah. So this is going to be, this polarity has slipped to resistance though. So this is going to be a fight here. But again, if it does hold, it pops very fast. That's what I want to be in. As it happens. Well, technically speaking, I should probably keeping it moderate to medium size. I'm not like too heavy into this one. But back, hopefully so. Like I think that things should probably be okay. Like no risk, no reward. S&P maybe can hold there. Let's hope that the pocket holds. Ratio 62. Let me double check bear zone. We're still good for the week. We're still kind of okay here on Nasdaq. It's in a pocket, but it's still all right. This could be the biggest play of the week. It also can be the start of a bear market. So let me still keep Keep the polarity there. If the market's flipping polarity down to the bear side, then we'll just know how to take the rest of this week. I take my lick today. It's gonna hurt. Can I maybe throw one contract in one account and take profit? Wait, I'm at 11. I thought I was in a 15. Heck. Come on in queue. At 778 red line and hold. Break our hearts today. Microsoft is starting to slow down a little bit. VIX is bouncing at triple B right now, which is crazy. Be careful for VIX risk interval play too, but this is it right here. Triple B bounce. So this could be where the volatility dries up, which would be good. We get a nice clean pop to yellow would be very lovely. Right. All right. Stack. Come on there, Big Daddy. Come on, Big Daddy. Is that purple line today? Let's kind of mark it real quick. 230 and a quarter. Like 40. Wait, 940, yeah. Up to. Hold on. Alright guys, cat is active, so this is the last attempt here. Below this level. Maybe I should just probably count my blessings on this one. That hopefully hold this area, but it's not looking so good. Darb is still decent at 30. But VIX is rejecting triple B. Hopefully that's the turnaround. Forget about MHP. That's all we want to see. MHP resilience is negative though, so there could be a solid resistance there. At least the retrace to 865 would be kind of nice. Come on, NQ. You don't want to crash today. We have Apple earnings. You want to retrace to the middle. Check Apple really quick. Right here, we're actually tapping the catalyst line. These kind of plays are dangerous. You can take a little drawdown on that. I get the big move. Big move! It's like wanting to break everybody's hearts today. Heartbreaker today. Dude, that volatility is just nuts. Come on, hang in there. No crashy. No crashy. This is like the point of no return. Catalyst active is usually very scary. So when the market is here, it can nosedive really fast. But on the edge, the play is the opportunity is very good if it does pan out. I don't have another day like when the market just fails every pivot. So if I lose it, I'm out for the day. But one more try at this. Cat active, very scary. See how the market fell very quickly once you broke through the cat line? That was my mistake by not being prepared for that. So we fell super quick. You have to mark that risk interval move. All right. We are. That's not where that goes. Here somewhere. Six. All right, fuck this. I'm out. Screw this crap. All right. I'm done for the freaking day. I don't want to touch this anymore. Yeah, I'm going to be done on this. Boo. 1, 2, 3 failures. All right, I'm calling it. I'm not going to do anything. Y'all, I'm going to take a nap. Boo. Yeah, not reclaiming anything today. No, that hit all the pivots and Catalyst is active, so we're going to chill on this. I'm not even going to play the reclaims. I'm just going to call it and be done. Man, that's such a good week too, man. That sucks. But the R&R was there if I would have hit it. I can request my first take profit payout. Something I can do. All right, so right now when the purple line is active, Catalyst is active, and so we don't do any trades. That was my mistake not being prepared. Dude, I was up late, woke up late and wasn't prepared. So below the purple line is a really bad place to be in a heavy position on. It can die very rapidly. I still want to take the DD band play if we reclaim it, so I might try one more time. Although I've hit 3 times in a row on this. Get a little bit of over trading there. I try to hit it harder. I know it's the right move though. That volatility is dying out. I want that play so bad. That play's gonna be so valuable. It takes off. MHP res is like -80 though, man. That is really brutal. Why does the market just open and just bleed like that? Highly unusual. Well, we erase like a few weeks of gains almost. No, a week of gains. So the S&P, I'm talking the Nasdaq erased like a week of its gains. We're back to that 25.6 level, which is that equilibrium that we had a week ago. It kind of feels interesting with that VIX drying up. Do I want to try this again? Like, I do S&P. On the pocket reclaim. Sometimes, guys, market just dies like this. Break all the bull pivots. I don't know, it feels like it's slowing down. How much you guys want to bet by the end of the afternoon it's retraced almost everything we've lost? I have a suspicion, as long as the VIX dies out, God, I want to be in this so bad, but I don't want to lose 100K in a day. You have to take that risk again. But I want to make 100K today. Like, all right, one more attempt. DD band reclaim S&P. Keep it medium light. Let's get above that cat line. That'd be perfect. VIX is rejecting Triple B 2013, so that is a place where this can dry up. Positive ARB this whole time. That's what I'm saying, is like, that's why I keep wanting to be part of this. Like, the Nasdaq is a little overstretched. Right. Come on, one final time. So we're gonna watch S&P about 12 points under here. 40. 38. Try one more time. That's the last spot. Your volatility drying up would be kind of nice. Big turn around. S&P, don't break our hearts today, baby. I'll reject MHP a second time. Let's reclaim and go. Back to cat line would be good. So this is the big interaction point today at 69.60. Last attempt. Do you? An opportunity. All those folks out there that like Microsoft, they just got their dip. Wall Street, you know you want to buy Microsoft. Come on, just give me the big green snapback. Like the big one. When I wanted earlier. You're playing Arc Raiders? Fuck this. Yeah, right? It'd be nice to finish out the day playing some Arc. Come on, NQ, just reclaim. Hold this. Push through that. Come on, Daddy wants a big run today. The big one. On the edge of disaster, but on the edge of glory. This is the level, 54. Do we get glory? Or do we get this? I think this flush is unwarranted. I think it's going to rally the fuck out of the rest of the day. I do. I feel it. I feel it in my diamond balls. I feel it. God, that was scary. I hit it really heavy at that pocket. Come on, just break the highs. Break this high. Break MHP on the reclaim. Let's go. It's negative MHP resilience, so that is the problem. It's negative 82, which is deadly. Snapback. 892 would be nice, at least to hold that. And down 50k today. Oh. I grabbed some long. I might take profits right here just a second ago at this little dip. Let those bad boys ride. No whammy, no whammy, just go. S&P. Love yourself. Love yourself, baby. Let's hang in there. Not a bear. This is not your grandma's bear market. Wall Street, you know you want this dip. 680 was at equilibrium. $680 would be a nice compromise. We're watching VIX decay, which is part of the reason too. At the cat active level, watching VIX decay is a good sign that the market's done dying. So that's kind of what we do. We hit the triple B and started pulling back as well. So VIX is decaying. These V's are going to likely get smaller, and if they get smaller, it's going to pop back to the upside with positive arbitrage. That's what I'm looking for. Making sure VIX is not turning around and rallying further. As long as VIX is in decay, this dries up and we're good. That's the bet. All right, come on. Market, let's go. Let's cut into this a little bit. But teasing us in MHP. Well, that's pretty brutal. Losing all those MHPs today, this is gross. Like, this is actually really gross right here. This can catalyze a second layer down, so. Thoughts and prayers, guys. Some prayers on this damn market. No, not working in risk management. You can't. You didn't do anything wrong today. Nobody did anything wrong today. The market just turned to shit today. That's something you can really forecast or help. Like, essentially, market fell, broke through pivots. It's not much that we can do. People wake up and decide, let's just dump all the shit, you know. Part of it is just, it happens. Well, we get a run here. That'd be lovely. Just break that MHP one time. Grab it and run. Grab it and run. Make a run for it. This resilience being so bad though, that's the problem. It's gonna have a hard, it's like such strong resistance. Yes, this resistance right now, very strong. All right, come on, Arb tailing up, that's good. Come on, come on, come on, there. This is really risky. So this is not something I'd advise for people to want to play below these purple lines. Is see how violent and choppy it is? This is like if you've got balls of steel or capital to play with. This is not really where you want to risk prop accounts or don't die here today. The opportunity is just so, but man, the conditions are not getting better. That's the problem. Get the freaking morning off and play some Arc Raiders today and do nothing else. Shit. Die today. Alright, I'm done. This. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Didn't work either. Alright, so I'm not gonna bag hold this on the way down. This is like a collapse day today, so that sucks. I took a huge hit. That's alright. I was up, you know, 80, 190K the last 2 weeks, so. The last 3 weeks. Woo! Sometimes market crash will wipe out some things. The last thing I'm gonna do is blow everything up. All right, I'm gonna go downstairs for a little bit. I'll be right back. I hope we're seeing stupid freaking market day today. Almost wish I like didn't roll out of bed. Up 50 yesterday, down 70 today. Blech. I have losing days every once in a while. It happens. Yeah. So when CAT is active, normally teach you guys just sit out. I tried to take one final play that we would hit MHP and maybe hold the pocket. But this is actually getting a little bit worse. There's been no bounce. VIX is starting to pick up some steam again. That's why I trimmed everything else. I don't think we get a bounce back from here anymore. So whenever you start to see VIX tail up like this, look, when it was decaying, it was a very good sign. I was like, okay, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. We hit MHP with the rejection pressure was so hard with this being negative 40. This is worth 100 and something K if I was right. That's why I wanted to take it, but better safe than sorry here. And I did trim out much quicker. It could have been much worse. Once VIX started to tail up a second time and we rejected that, it's just like, let's get out of the way. S&P being as irrational as it is could fall very, very, very quickly to 6,900. It's very likely today that we end up here and we make our way back to there. I would say that that looks like the path. So I might revisit this later. I don't know. Remember, I trade every trade differently, but I'm tired of taking this play here. Pocket is not working. We're completely irrational. The problem is that it's irrational territory here. There's not really evidence that it will bounce. So I might just miss out on the rest of this and take the L. Get him back tomorrow, baby. It is part of the game. So losing this pocket catalyst active, the volatility is going to get pretty crazy. I would probably not touch this for the rest of the day, you guys, just to be perfectly honest with y'all. Is today an Arc Raiders day? Probably so. Tough day today. No, we just fell through pivot. Market's just crashing out, and I took 3 different stabs at it. Normally at that point I just call it. But man, this is probably the most brutal days I've seen in a while. This is taking us back into strong bear territory. This is not. No, like I said, I do think by the end of the day we sort of hold this area, but like I said, I'm not going to take any more chances. But this is probably the biggest down day we've seen probably in a while. I gave back a freaking week of gains, so. Well, maybe like less than a week of gains. Not that big of a deal. I haven't seen a red day like this since maybe November. One more time at MHP. I don't know, man. VIX is pushing and might pass through triple B, and this sort of consolidation failure here, the last wave can be pretty nasty. So like its first consolidation failed, second failed, now we're outside a DD bound on S&P, which is completely irrational. It could just flush like really hard. That's the part I'm worried about. Especially with VIX picking up some steam again at the 19.4 level. Triple B is at 20, so we lose that, it's dead. And then MHP resilience is just so wicked, like gross. There is no hope. Like, as I was like, okay, when we were sitting here, like bouncing there when I was in the trade, I was like, okay, there's a chance that we start to see some move, and it was just perfectly flat and zero, and like nothing, everything is falling because of this today. Nothing out there is holding. We lost Nvidia, we lost ABGO, even Apple in its own earnings day. So kind of the sucky part is that everything else kind of piled with it. Post-Fed response, I don't really know, but this was a little unusual. Silver mega squeeze. I'm just down a little bit. All right, I gotta go. I'll be back in a, hold on. I'll be back. I gotta go downstairs for a little bit. I'll update that in a little bit as well. I need to help iDoc with something. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I got some stuff going on here. Thanks for staying tight. We hit MHP on S&P and bounced, huh? Oh, what a crazy day. I think I'm starting to come down with the cold again. I've been like coughing all morning. Beautiful play off of MHP. I didn't want to take a third stab at this. Like I here, and then I was like contemplating. I know I was gone for a little bit, but I was like, man, that would have been a spot to play from, but we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Irrational days like this, when Cat is active, we just sort of call it, don't really do much. Those of you just tuning in. Sometimes you'll just get days like this and it sucks, but not much you can do about it. After all that flushing, we're kind of settling back to normal. Like I thought this was going to be what's going to happen. Yeah, we would make our way back to here. On that DD reclaim, I might, like I said, this is the one time I could probably try to do it, but I think that today I'm going to just avoid it. Microsoft is still not rallying. VIX is in a little bit of decay, so that's actually kind of good for this to recover. But man, days like this, you can't really, you just have to react. I take a lick, you know, this is like 3 weeks of nice little grind up we've kind of had, which has been good. And then now it's just like, this is the big flush day. This is the biggest flush day we've had probably since November 19th. It feels like it. So Apple earnings is going to be a big part of today's move after market. So I've got no trades on the table, nothing, just chilling. Yeah, for real. I was up about like 150. I was up over like, I think I was up like 100 and, hold on, like 200 and something, 180, 200 something for January. And this knocked 70 off of it just on this thing. 1, 2, 3 failures in a row. This is just, as unfortunate as it is, I'll make it back in 2 days. No big deal. Market avoidance strategy. The smart way to deal with catalyst is active, just market avoidance. I can make it worse by jumping in and trying to deal with this. But days like this, just settle out and let the market figure out where it wants to go from here. Yep. So usually like the up and down on this account, you know, I'm in the range of, you know, 20K a day. My biggest days were 50, but this one just flushed. Yeah, I took 3 stabs at it, 1, 2, and 3, and at the right places, and it just didn't pan out. It happens. Tempting the short is over trading at this point, right? This one, you're just gonna kind of have to take it easy. I don't want to make any rash decisions. Which is crazy because this was like basically a week's worth of work gone in a day. But it happens. They should, like, statistically, being above the DD band is statistically just like 88% of days close in between the bands. Only 8% of days will stay below. But I don't, in days like this, I don't use that rationale to long every time it dips down. But we do trade off of strong pivots only with small position. The only reason I didn't hit with the small position was I just called it for the day. I could have hit this with like 3 contracts and knocked into the loss a little bit, but like I said, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Big D candle loading, yeah, probably. That's the thing. This could be a 2-hour, like we hold here, and then end of the day we pop. I'm still thinking that's possible. That's why I'm still kind of like, okay, maybe I'll try it. Nah, nothing really. I mean, at the start of the day, you didn't really get a lot of evidence of the market falling this far. We were selling last night with a lot of sellers at the start of the day. You could feel that, but this just felt like, you know, like it was gonna. I thought it was gonna stay in the same area. We just saw Microsoft just basically dump, like right when the market opened, and you'd have to kind of find the order flow in Microsoft, and everything else just tumbled with it. Nothing else looked that bad. So that's kind of the crappy part. But no big deal. At the start of the day, everything else was pretty stable. Even Nvidia rallied, and then people just decided to take profit across the board. So it's kind of like one of those weird fake outs. A lot of, you know, fake out happened. It's just unavoidable. Plus I had to start stream late, so I missed out on some key components of paying attention. layoffs from Amazon, that could be a very big part of the sentiment as well. Amazon also. Yeah, 100%. I mean, Amazon just opened and crashed out. Hey guys, I'm trying to get my microphone. I have like a new mic cage, so I'm trying to get that fixed. So I have everything unplugged right now. That's why I got the camera off. But I don't have the right connector. So to plug the microphone into the mic stand, I got the identical one, but the problem is that the connector has like an adapter, and I can't find I don't have any other ones, and this one's stuck in the old. Everything's all dismantled on my desk, so I'll be back in a little bit. Still trying to figure out this adapter situation. My mic is in pieces. I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot and get some adapters. I need a male to male 3/4 to 3/8 to 1/4 adapter. I have one. The one that I have that's in the old mic cage. Let me show you guys real quick. Get out of here. Look right here. Hold on a second. I have this so my old mic cage. You guys can see. If you can see right here, but it's cracked. You know, it cracked right down the middle. Like it's literally like this. And that was why my microphone kept on like flipping over. This little piece is pretty much dead. It has this inside of it. It has this sort of adapter here. Because the hole is too big on the new one. On the part that mounts the mic, this guy right here doesn't screw in. So this is a 1/4 inch. This is 3/8. So I need some kind of actually male to female adapter to be able to put this in to put it on the stand here. So yesterday this one finally cracked to the point. Use a zip tie. Yeah. So the mic has to angle up this way, but the problem is the cord is on the bottom, so it has to hang. I can't even. I'd be holding it the whole time, and this thing is like, I can't even like lean it on something, like zip tie and super glue. Yes, and WD-40. Anyways, the thing is that they're identical cages, but the problem is I don't know if. It's on inside of this one. They're not identical on the inside. If y'all can see, the inside of this one has a deuce orifice, like a P in it. Right here, you can see it. I don't know if this is attached, like this is the adapter all together. It's like this, or if this was a component I put in 10 years ago when I bought this as its own fitting. Because this one screws in fine. Oh, maybe I can put this one into the old cage. And yank this other one out. This one did come out. But then I risk. Okay, I'll be back. Hold on. Pull this other one out. Yeah, I just want to try to pull this other one out, but I think this is glued in there. That being said, guys, I'm probably gonna get out of here. I'm a loss sort of day. We'll see if the market turns around. I don't know. I'm kind of gonna sit out for the rest of the day, and I'm not gonna be on my phone to TV, so I gotta fix this. But if I get back in the afternoon and get this fixed, I'll stream in the afternoon for y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Thank you for kind of a blah day. Things happen. Yes, on the screen, please. Yes, sir. I got it. no, this thing is this. You can nothing rubber. The mic weighs pretty heavy. Pounds maybe. Try to do stuff and see if I have it. I'll see y'all later, guys.